altcoin. Now, I'm not going to go over golden Fibonacci's and the cup and shoulder and kneecap TA. Look, we're just going to be focusing on basic price action. This is what I believe is the most important. And I'd say structurally, if we are able to hold the psychological support level of $100,000, we're good. But if we end up losing those levels, in layman terms, we're cooked. Now, over the coming weeks, you guys are going to start seeing a ton of random price predictions of $200,000, $250,000. I mean, there are going to be people calling $1 million Bitcoin relatively soon. Now, I'm someone who's a bit of an optimist. Y'all know me. You guys have been following me for 8+ years now. I tend to see the glass half full. I believe one day we are going to see Bitcoin being able to hit massive levels as we continue to expand and grow in this market. But if I were to give just a more realistic scenario of the range that Bitcoin can sit in between, I think $140,000 to at most $160,000 over the next few months is a lot more realistic. Now, I don't expect any significant bad news to happen. It seems like most of the market has absorbed the worst unless we see something unexpected come up. Now, that can always happen, but as long as we're in the clear, I'd say the most important date to keep track of is what we mentioned earlier. And this here is the tariff date, which involves China, which so far looks to be still August 12th. And if you guys watched my last video, I know a lot of you guys didn't, so make sure you watch that at the end of this. But in my last video, one of the key lessons I spoke about was that the markets are forward looking. This means if everyone is assuming that this is going to be doomsday, August 12th, okay, tariffs could go online, then we're going to start seeing the market pricing it in maybe a few weeks or maybe even a whole month before. So if you want to play this on the safer end, you have the time frame of going into June to July to be a bit more active, to be long biased as long as these market structures hold. But if we get some random piece of news coming out, you have to learn to be flexible and to be able to change your thesis, especially if you're trading short term. Now, also assuming that most of you guys here watching this are long-term investors, short-term volatility should not sway your long-term vision of a market. With all that said, objectively speaking, there is also still a lot of sideline money right now. If you take a look at this graph, you'll actually be able to see the different moments in history when crypto was popping off, Bitcoin was breaking all-time highs, and this red circled part actually represents the moments where capital flows were topping, and it matched a very similar time when Bitcoin had hit its all-time highs. Look, I don't like giving a bit of hopium. I like just presenting the data. And if you take a look at this right now, we've gotten several peaks within the market, but what's interesting is the capital flows have not yet topped. So what this proves is right now, there is still money waiting to come into the markets. And we have not yet seen that full-blown bull market. We have not yet seen the full-blown altcoin season. So I'm just going to flash this real quick on your screen too, in the case that you're a trader. This schedule here goes over all the key US events. You want to be careful about trading around these particular days. Screenshot the video right now, save it, add these dates to your calendar. But if you're still a long-term investor, you can at least use this data to get an idea of where we're headed for the medium term. Simply put, you can double down on being bullish for Q2, where I believe the market should begin to price in even tariff talks. We're definitely going to see volatility. I mean, pretty much the market has been moving in a way where we get a random pump with Bitcoin, altcoins will follow, people will FOMO in, that'll last for a few days, and we see very isolated pumps still within the market. I think it's gonna take still quite a bit of time for the market to feel euphoric, to feel confident where everyone's degenning back in. But for now, it seems like the bottom of the market has been established over the last few months. And right now, you wanna look for more opportunities, especially if you don't have any exposure. Now, if you wanna keep it real left curve, real easy, just remember this. The trend is your friend. All you got to do is follow the trend and you'll have the momentum